Huh? Okay. Yeah, good evening. Welcome to live. Good evening to all. Very, very good evening. Good evening. Today we are going to discuss about excretory system or circulatory system. Okay, what is that? Circulatory system. The third chapter. To start human circulatory system. Okay. So the introduction of this chapter, what we are going to discuss. So we need a system to transport materials from one place to another place in our day-to-day life. The same kind, there are unicellular and multicellular organisms are there. In multicellular organisms, the transportation is difficult than the unicellular. Because in unicellular, only single cell is there. Within that cell, all the functions occur, metabolic activities occur. But in multicellular, cells forms as a tissues, the group of the tissues which perform a similar function. So whatever the nutrients which are essential for our cells, it has to carry, or these cells have to carry to all the cells of our body. For that, there is a particular system we needed. That system is called circulatory system. Okay. The special system which developed in multicellular organisms, which we call as circulatory system. What do we call it? Circulatory system. Right here, activity 1 we are going to discuss. So the introduction about what is circulatory system. Okay. So why this circulatory system is needed in multicellular? In multicellular, huge number of cells are there. So like unicellular, it is not occurring easily. It takes more time. To avoid it, it has to divide the functions in different ways. So in that, one system is circulatory system. With that system, we are going to get the nutrients to each and every cell of our body. That system will not delay to reach that all the all the nutrients. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about activity 1, pulse. Okay. What is pulse? So this is the first question. It may be 2 marks question. So our chapter name is circulatory system. Okay, circulatory system is in red color. I am using red color marker. Circulatory system. Okay. What is pulse? Okay. What is pulse? Here about pulse we are going to discuss first. So the flow of blood through our artery, it reaches to each and every cell of our body. So heart pumps blood in rhythmical way. So that flow of blood in a rhythmical way in blood vessels is called a pulse. Okay, that definition we can write in different ways. The flow of blood rhythmically reaches to each and every cell in our blood vessels. That is called pulse. Okay, right here, pulse rate for a minute, how much is there? That pulse rate is equal to heartbeat. Okay, pulse and heartbeat both are same. Pulse and heartbeat. heartbeat. Both are same. Both are same. Okay. This both are same because heart pumps the blood rhythmically in the blood vessels. It reaches to each and every cell. So that's what both are same. So here we are going to do some little activity. What is that little activity? So now we are in relax mode. If we find the pulse rate, it is normal pulse rate of us. So after jumping, if we test it, the pulse rate will increase because heartbeat increases, respiration increases. Due to heartbeat increases, that flow of blood becomes somewhat speed. The pulse rate will increase. So the pulse rate we have to find out the normal pulse rate. That is when we are in a relaxed mode, when we are in without doing any strenuous exercise or without doing any hard work. So after running immediately, if we test it, our heartbeat pulse rate will be more, but that is not a correct pulse rate. So when we are free, that time if we find what is our exact pulse rate per minute, we find out it, right? So this is the pulse. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about activity 2. What is our activity 2? What is given in our textbook? Activity 2. Okay. Make your own instrument to find out the pulse rate. So what we want to do, we have to take one injection bottle cap, make hole, keep that cap at the wrist and insert a matchstick. It should be freely move up and down. Okay, oscillator movement. When it is easily move up and down, so that the flow of blood when it moves, that pushes the stick up and down, so that the rhythmical movement pushes up and down. So without spending more money, we can make our own sphygmomanometer. Okay, it is at a stethoscope to find out the heartbeat and pulse rate, not sphygmomanometer, stethoscope, right? So that is, so there is a one question is there. How can you make your own stethoscope? So without spending more money, we can make our stethoscope. We can make an instrument. By using that, we are able to find out our pulse rate and heartbeat. With that, a matchstick and a injection cap, rubber cap, that should be free to move the stick up and down. So that is the thing. Next, we are going to discuss about the pulse rate is different in different age groups. Okay, right? What is the pulse rate and why it is in different? So first we are going to discuss about pulse rate. Newly born, newly born. Okay, so newly born pulse rate is 100 to 150, 100 to 150, right? So this is newly born pulse rate. Next we are going to discuss about up to 3 months. This is up to 1 to 3 months. Newly born to 3 months. Next, we are going to discuss about 3 months to 6 months. Okay, that is 3 to 6 months. What is that? So 100 to 120. Okay, 100 to 120. That maybe we will consider as from the 90 also. Generally, it is decreasing 90 to 120. Next, we are going to discuss about 6 months, 6 to 12 months. So which means up to 1 year. Okay, 80 to, what is given here? 80 to 120 given. 80 to 120. Okay. Next, 1 year to 10 years. 1 year to 10 years. It is 70 to 130. 1 year to 10 years. 1 to 10 years. Okay. Next what? 10 year to adult age. So adult means 21 to up to which we measure 10 years to 40, 45 years. So this is okay. Here, this is 70 to 1, what we call the 70 to 130. Sorry, 70, 70 up to 72. Actually, 60 to 100 it is given. 60 to 100. But actually, per minute, 72 times heartbeat and pulse rate is there. So it is given as 100. So it is not exact, but average it is given. Next, well athlete. Okay. Well athlete, 40 to 60 per minute. 40 to 60. So this is information skill question. So newly born 100 to 150. So that up to 3 months. 3 months to 6 months, 90 to 120. 6 months to 1 year, that is 80 to 120. So here 90 to 120, 80 to 1. Next year 1 year to 10 years, 70 to 100, 130. And here 10 years to adult, that may be 21, 22, maybe it 40 or 45 years. So according to their body fitness, 60 to 100. 60 to 100. When well athlete, 40 to 60 for a minute, heartbeat and pulse rate. So this is complete pulse rates of different age groups. So these are not exactly same for all, because according to their body fitness, according to their blood percentage in their group, that is based on that, these are going to change. So these are all approximately okay, right? 100 to 150, 90 to 120, 80 to 120, here 70 to 130, 60 to 100, 40 to 60. So like this age groups are there. This is complete information skill question. So you have to write, they may give this table. You have to answer the following questions based on this table. Otherwise, choose the correct answers. What is the pulse rate of newly born baby? 100 to 150. 100 to 150. Well athlete, 40 to 60. 10 years to adult age, 60 to 100. So like that, you have to complete that information. Okay, next we are going to discuss about to find out a heartbeat or pulse rate, which instrument we will use. Okay, that instrument name is stethoscope. Stethoscope. Okay, so this stethoscope discovered or made by Rene Lennig in 1816. Who discovered stethoscope? Rene Lennig in 1816. About this already we discussed, and about this we wrote a question in our textbook. Right? Next, activity 3, we are going to find out what is the difference between the pulse and heartbeat. So when you check pulse and heartbeat, both are same. That graph says both are same. About that activity, we learned in the textbook, or we discussed in the textbook in our class. Heartbeat and pulse rate both are same. Right? Both are equal. Now we are going to discuss about external structure of heart. External structure of heart. 1 minute. Yeah. The external structure of heart we are going to discuss here. Right, up to now with me, another code I am not looking. You can check. Very good evening. External structure of heart. What is external structure of heart? So here we are going to discuss about external structure of heart. Just you can draw this picture of external structure of heart. Okay. This is external structure of heart. Right? Okay. This is external structure of heart. We are going to discuss about external structure of heart. Right? Okay. So this is external structure of heart. Now, what is the shape of the heart? Pear shape. First shape of the heart, pear. Size of the heart, fist size. Okay. Then what is the weight of the heart? Weight 250 to 280 grams. Approximately 300 we call it. Okay. Length. Length. How much? 10 to 12 centimeters. Width. Width 6 to 8 centimeters. Thickness. Okay. 4 to 5 centimeters. Average. 4 to 5 centimeters. Right? So heart is made up of cardiac cells. Cardiac cells. Okay, right? Length, width, height, weight, everything. This is the external structure of heart. Explain about external structure of heart means you have to draw this picture. Okay, so simple diagram you can use to complete it. The simple diagram, right? This is about external structure of heart, right? So explain about external structure of heart means you have to draw this picture and you have to explain length, width, size, okay, shape, thickness. Along with this, you have to explain heart is made up of cardiac muscle. So about heart, external heart complete. Now we are going to discuss about internal structure of heart. Internal structure of heart. Are you ready? Two members are watching. Are you ready? Internal structure of heart. So now I am going to explain about internal structure of heart. Internal structure of okay. Explain about internal structure of heart. Explain about internal structure of heart. Just a second. Hey, explain. Explain about internal structure of heart. This is the question. Explain about internal structure of heart. Explain about internal structure of heart. Okay. Now I am going to explain about internal structure of heart. Okay. Now We are going to draw this internal structure of. Is it visible? Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the internal structure of water. Right? So from here, I'm going to draw this. Okay. Right. Okay. Is it clear? Right. So it takes some time. Without wasting the time. Right. Right here, internal structure of heart. So this is left auricle, which we call as atrium. This is left ventricle. Okay. This is right ventricle, right atrium. Okay. Bicuspid. Okay. This is tricuspid. This is pulmonary valve. Pulmonary valve. This is aortic valve. This is pulmonary vein. This is aorta. Okay, right. These are all internal structure of heart labels. Right. Heart is made up of cardiac cells. Okay. Heart is made up of cardiac cells. Around the heart, double membrane is there, which we call as pericardium. What do we call? Pericardium. Remember it. Double membrane is called pericardium. It is called pericardium. Is it visible or not? I don't know, but I am writing pericardium. Okay. So this pericardium protect heart from the external shocks. Heart is made up of cardiac cells. Around the heart, double membrane is there, pericardium. So in that pericardial fluid is there. So about lungs we discuss. Around the lungs, double membrane is there, pleura is there, there pleuric fluid. Here pericardium, pericardial fluid is there. So our heart is divided as a two chambers. Sorry, our heart divided as a four chambers. Okay. So upper two are called auricle, lower two are called ventricle. Okay. These two are auricle, these two are ventricle. So these four chambers divide by a septum. So the wall which is between the chambers, that is called a septum. Okay. This is this interaurical septum. This is interventricle septum. Here to here. Okay. Here to here interaurical septum. Inter means between this. So these two are ventricle. This is interventricle septum. So for example, this septum is there. Left side. Okay. Left auriculoventricle septum. Right side, right auriculoventricle septum. So this is auriculoventricle septum total. But the side, we will mention side. Left auriculoventricle septum, right auriculoventricle septum. Interventricle septum, interauricular septum. So like that, the four chambers is going to divide. Okay. Then what we are going to discuss here. So left auricle smaller, right auricle big. Left ventricle big, right ventricle small. I am going to write here. This is big. And this is also big. So why left ventricle is big? Because from the left ventricle, oxygen blood moves to upper parts and it comes to the lower parts. So all body parts receives oxygen blood. So this has to pump blood to all the cells. So that is the reason this is the big. And from the upper parts and lower parts, superior and inferior and why we call it, these two blood vessels collect deoxygen blood from the different body parts into right auricle. So that's why the right auricle is big. Okay. So explain about internal structure of heart means. So if you get this question, explain about internal structure of heart. You have to write about these four chambers, which is big, which is smaller. Okay, all the chamber names you have to write. And the septum also you have to write. That's it. This is internal structure of heart. This is a internal structure of heart. Next, we are going to discuss about double circuit circulation. Shall we discuss about double circuit circulation? Okay. Next, difference. What is the difference between the double circulation and internal structure of heart? Is it audible to you? I'm giving with a slow mode. I'm not going to hurry. Maybe it will take some time, but so here I'm going to draw the lungs. I'm going to draw lungs. So here I am going to draw lungs. Okay. Right. So from the lungs, pulmonary artery carries oxygen blood to the left auricle. Okay. Right here I am going to draw a small picture. So from here, is it clear? This is pulmonary vein. So actually vein, sorry. Okay, that is pulmonary vein. Here pulmonary artery. This I wrote from. Pulmonary vein carries oxygenated blood. Pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated. Generally, artery carries oxygenated. Vein carries deoxygenated. That is a quite reverse function. So from here, now the blood reaches into the left artery. Through the bicuspid artery, it is also called mitral valve. Mitral valve reaches oxygen blood. Actual radical I have used. So to the left ventricle. From here, aortic valve open. Oxygen blood moves to upper parts and it comes to the lower parts. Reaches to all the body parts. Oxygen blood. From the different body parts, superior head and neck, inferior rest of the parts, deoxygenate carries to the right atrium. This is deoxy, that is oxy. Here deoxy, deoxy, that is oxy. Okay, here oxy. Okay, oxygenated blood. So in this also oxygenated blood. Okay, comes down to the body parts. Body parts. From the body parts, deoxygenated carries in this. Okay, so here and it moves up to it comes to the body parts. From the body parts, superior and inferior carries to. Okay, from here it moves to and it reaches to the two lungs. So this is double circuit circulation. Why it is double circulation? One time from heart to lungs to heart to lungs. One time heart to body parts, body part to heart. So lungs to heart to lungs, pulmonary circuit. Heart to body parts, body part to heart, systemic circuit. Okay, so here this is double circuit circulation. So 6 blood vessels are connected to the heart. One is aorta, the second one is vein. Okay, third one is pulmonary artery, fourth one is pulmonary vein. So coronary vein, coronary artery. Walls of the heart to lungs, lungs to walls of the heart, coronary artery, coronary vein. So total 6 blood vessels are connected to the heart in the double circuit circulation. Because heart also require energy, oxygenated blood reaches to the cells of the heart. So this is about double circuit circulation. So previous one only explain about internal circuit. Then now the question explain about double circuit circulation. Double circuit circulation. So you can check to this diagram. Then we are going to discuss about types of blood vessels. Types of blood vessels. Is there anybody? Now we are going to discuss about types of blood vessels. Okay. How many types of blood vessels are there? What are those? How many types of blood vessels are there? What are those? There are 3 types of blood vessels. Okay. How many types of blood vessels are there? What are those? There are 3 types of blood vessels. How many? 3 types of blood vessels. So artery, veins, and capillaries. Arteries, veins, and capillaries. Okay, right? Now we are going to discuss about the types of blood vessels. Okay. Right? This is right here. It is artery. Okay. What is the function of artery? This is artery, right lip. So what we are going to discuss in this? This is artery. Okay. It carries oxygen blood from the heart to all the body parts. So this artery thick. Okay, artery thick. And the lumen, this is called lumen. Lumen, small one. Because with the force it carries the blood. In this, no walls are there. Walls are absent. Absent. Walls are absent. Artery is thick. Walls absent. Arteries carries oxygenated blood. Oxygenated. Oxygenated blood. Arteries carries oxygenated blood. So now next we are going to discuss about vein. So this is vein. Okay. This is vein. This is what vein. Here lumen size big. Lumen big. This is thin. So blood vessel thin. Blood vessel thin. Carries deoxygenated blood. Deoxy. Deoxy. Then walls present. Walls present. So arteries, veins, and the last one is a capillary. So last one is a capillary, which we are going to draw here. I am going to draw the capillary. So here I am going to draw. This is a capillary. Okay. This is not a capillary. This is capillary. Right? In this, okay, this is capillary. Capillary. These are interconnected between the arteries and veins. So artery, capillary, cell, capillary, vein. So the smallest blood vessel, three types of blood vessels are here thick, oxygenated, no walls are there, lumen size small. Here thin, lumen size is more, walls present, deoxygenated. These are the smallest blood vessels. So this is interconnection between the arteries and veins. So like this, three types of blood vessels are there in our body. Three types of blood vessels. Okay. Right. Next, we are going to discuss about what is cardiac cycle. Auricle contraction, ventricle relaxation. Ventricle contraction, auricle relaxation. For relax. So that process we called as cardiac cycle. See here, if we divide this as a four chambers, first auricle contraction, this upper two are auricle contraction, this lower two are relax. So auricle contraction, ventricle relaxation. Now ventricle contractor, auricle relaxation. So for one auricle contraction, ventricle relaxation, one ventricular contractor, auricle relaxation, four relax. So that three steps together called cardiac cycle. Okay. So this is called a cardiac cycle. So in that cardiac cycle, the blood movements auricle to ventricle, it comes first to auricle contraction and the ventricle relaxation. Then when auricle relax and ventricle contract, deoxygenated send into the lungs, oxygenated send into the body parts. So then four relax. So that is cardiac cycle. That is cardiac cycle. Okay, double circuit circulation, it is because two times that circulation passes through the heart. One is a pulmonary circuit and another one is a systemic circuit. So that's what it is called a double circuit circulation. So what is edema? Next, we are going to discuss about what is edema. Edema means when we sit a long time in journeys, so at the age of 50, 55, so the intracellular space filled with the fluids which are transferring in the blood fluids. So due to that accumulation or gathering, our foot will swell. This condition is called edema. This condition is called edema. So this edema is recovered by lymphatic system. What is lymphatic system? Nervous system, blood circulatory system. The parallel this to this parallel another system is there, that is called lymphatic system. So that releases water and the substances which are gathered between the intracellular space, which will dissolve in that water, that concentrated change as diluted and it will send it back into the cells. So that edema is recovered by lymphatic system. This is about lymphatic system. Okay. Now yesterday we discussed about evolution in transport system. Evolution in a transport system, right? So that evolution in transport system, you have to make a flow chart. Already I told to you. So first one we are discussing about protozoans. So in the protozoans, amoeba, Brownian movement. So pseudopodia it uses and it moves toward to the food. That is called Brownian movement. Through that transportation occur in protozoans like amoeba. Next we are going to discuss about what next one Cnidarians. What is Cnidarians or poriferas? Okay. Parazoans, poriferas, sponges. In that sponges, flagella, by using the flagella, transportation occur because with that flagella, it beats the water and movement occur. So when it moves through that pores, water passes through that water, nutrients enter into the body. The already used nutrients send out from the other end. That is about sponges, which are belongs to parazoans by using the flagella. Next, nidarias we discussed gastrovascular cavity, hydra and jellyfish. So this gastrovascular cavity, digestion and transportation occur through that gastrovascular cavity to each and every cell. Next, platyhelminthes fasciola hepatica, we discussed about supplied highly branched digestive system and supplied to all the cells of our body. With the help of the digestive system, transportation occur. Okay. And waste also removed, nutrients also transport, excretion also occur through that, all transportation. Next, we discussed about nematohelminthes, nematodas, pseudo, pseudocoelom, pseudocoelom. Okay. Function of collection and distribution materials, pseudocoelom. Next, we discussed about annelidas, ecolometa pulsatile organ. So yesterday I told to you, first closed type of circulation we have seen in that annelidas. Next, arthropodas, open type of circulation, no blood vessels are there in this body cavity, malfusion tubes, malfusion bodies. Okay, due to contraction relaxation, so blood movement occur to the sinuses, means body cavities. Three body cavities are there: periventral, perivisceral, and pericardial. So in that three body cavities, the blood movement occur without blood vessels. So that is an open type of circulation. Next, molluscus, echinodermata, fishes, amphibians, reptiles, aves, mammals. In all, heart is there. Through the blood vessels, heart pumps the blood to all the cells. That is a closed type of circulation. Closed type of circulation. Once you see that, first one, protozoa, amoeba, Brownian movement. Second one, parazoans, sponges with the help of flagella, water baths. Okay. Next, we discussed about cnidarians, jellyfish, and hydra. Okay. In that gastrovascular cavity is there, highly branched blood vessels and digestive system is there through the transportation occur. Next, platyhelminthes, fasciola hepatica. So in this also digestive system and there is a special supply is there with that blood vessels and digestive system transportation occur. So next we discussed about nematoda, nematohelminthes. So in that pseudocoelom is there. So which is also connected with the blood vessels and digestive system transportation occur through that. Next we discussed about annelidas. In annelida, uh, closed type of circulation is there. Heart pumps the blood through the blood vessels. It reaches to the first closed type of circulation in annelidas. Already I told to you. This is third time from the yesterday. And next we discussed about arthropodas. Without blood vessels, heart pumps blood into the body cavities. Three sinuses, three cavities are there. Three uh, different body parts are there in that cockroach's body, arthropodas. So that open type of circulation. Next, molluscus, echinodermata in the two invertebrates. Next, five vertebrates: fishes, amphibians, aves, reptiles, mammals. Reptiles, aves, mammals. In this double circuit, except fishes, remaining all double circuit circulation. Heart pumps of blood through the blood vessels. So that is about blood circulations and evolution in transport system. Next, we discussed about what is BP, what is blood pressure. So normal blood pressure is 120 by 80. Systolic and diastolic pressure. Systolic pressure, high pressure is 120, low pressure is 80. So the normal person blood pressure is 120 by 80. Systolic pressure, diastolic pressure, 120 by 80. Systolic, diastolic, systolic and diastolic. Don't forget these two words: systolic pressure and diastolic. So don't write 80 by 120. So high is 120, low is 80. It should have the adult person heart pulse rate, means BP, blood pressure. It should be 120 by 80. Okay. How do we measure this blood pressure? Sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer. Don't forget this one. So generally we call it a BP mission, common word. That is not BP mission. Sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer. So the name of the instrument, sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer. Okay, right? Sphygmomanometer. So this is about sphygmomanometer to find out the blood pressure. Next, we are going to discuss about clotting of blood. How the blood clot. So here I want to say one word: heparin. This is a word heparin. Why we have to discuss about heparin? This word heparin. Before I am going to explain it, heparin. So heparin, it is present in our blood vessel. Due to presence of this in our blood vessel, blood will not clot. Clot means clot, clump, agglutation, gadda, kattatam. So blood will not clot due to presence of heparin. So when we get an injury, the running blood from the wound has to clot 3 to 6 minutes. It has to clot. If it will not clot, maybe we have some problem that we have to check as soon as. Okay, right here. If we got an injury, if there is a running blood from the wound, so what will happen there? So thrombokinase, an enzyme releases from the blood itself into the blood that acts on, okay, prothrombin and converting into thrombin. Thrombokinase released by the blood, so that acts on another substance inside the blood, that is prothrombin. Okay, thrombokinase acts on prothrombin. Okay, when it acts on prothrombin, it changes thrombin. Thrombokinase acts on prothrombin, changes thrombin. Okay, again, this thrombin acts on fibrin, which is present, which is present in the blood. It changes fibrinofiber. Fibrinofiber. It changes fibrinofiber, right? Okay, so thrombokinase acts on prothrombin, changes thrombin. Thrombin acts on fibrin, it changes fibrinofiber. Then it pulls the edges of the wound to stop the flow of the blood. Okay, like this. These are the fibrin fibers. It will stop the flow of blood within 3 to 6 minutes. So to improve platelets, because platelets plays a major role in clotting the blood. So these are all inside the platelets itself. We have to take vitamin K, pilloquinone. It improves our enzymes to clot the blood when we get injured. That is about clotting the blood. After clotting the blood, okay, serum which will form on the clotted blood. Clotted blood serum formation occur. This is about serum. Right now, about transpiration in plants, you know it. About transportation in plants, you know it. So water absorbs from the soil through the root system and it transfers to the upper parts of the plant. So root air absorbs water by osmosis process. So plasma membrane chapter we learnt in 9th class. Diluted substances which are inside the soil, diluted water receives by the root system, because inside if it is concentrated, diluted allows into the root system through the root air, it transfers to the upper parts of the plant. When the plant filled with the water, if there is excessive water is there, that excessive water send out as a water vapor through the stomata, which are located on the leaf, which we call as stomatas. That process is called transpiration. That process is called transpiration. So that is transpiration. One activity is there. Root air absorbs water. That also we did it. Semi-permeable, permeable membranes, we learned it. Root air, which is on the roots, air-like structures are there, which we call as a root air. It absorbs water from the soil and it pushes upper parts of the plant. That's it. Root pressure activity is there. What we want to do, we have to take one potted plant, which means the pot, the plant which is in the pot. So that stem we want to cut it, and we have to arrange a measuring jar to the stem by using a rubber. Okay, we have to water to the plant. So upon the measuring jar, we have to find out the readings. So after few hours, that water entered into the measuring jar slowly. So from where this water enters, whatever the water to the root system of the plant, that water absorbs by the root and it pushes to the upper parts of the plant. So we cut that stem. That's what that water entered into the measuring jar. So which means it, without cutting, that water reaches to the upper parts of the plant. That we can prove root absorbs water and pushes upside. That is a root pressure. Reena ji, good evening. Thank you. Thank you for coming here. Happy Friendship Day to you. Very, very good evening. How are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. This is 10th standard. I'm going to teach about transport system. Okay. So actually my main channel terminated now. So already this channel reached 1200 subscribers. So in this channel, I am going to teach you. So hereafter, I am going to continue few days in this channel, the same time 7:30. So this is the time of my live. Um, After few days, I think after 90 days, may I get back the previous channel. Okay. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you very much. How are you? Happy Friendship Day. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. How is Junior Reena? So convey my wishes to them also. Happy Friendship Day. Thank you to you coming here for your support. Okay. So root pressure activity we know and transpiration activity we know. So what minerals, sodium, potassium, calcium, the substances, the salts which are present in the water, which means inside the soil, that dissolve in the water, that water absorbs by the root system of the plant and it transfer to the upper parts of the plant. So xylem and phloem we discussed in the ninth class. So apids penetrate the beak into the phloem and it collects the food material, because phloem carries food materials that we can know, that we know in the ninth class itself. Then if we made a wound on the phloem, so from the upper parts the food reaches to the upper side of the wound and they store there itself. Due to that swelling occur, that also we learned earlier. So almost all I explained here. Only one William Harvey experiment and gyroloma fabaceae, that blood circulation discovered by William Harvey. That concept I didn't explain. Okay, that you know it. Reena ji, tell me. So 1 hour I took the live. In this 1 hour I completed one chapter, that is a circulatory system in the 10th class. हो गया मेरे लाइव हो गया. अब आई एम गोइंग टू क्लोज द लाइव. सो टेल मी, सो कॉन्सेप्ट कंप्लीटेड, वन चैप्टर खत्म कर दिया अभी. बोलिए कैसे है आप? So this is my digital classroom. My professors, thank you for being here. Tell me, what's special today? How are you? Anything special for? So no gifts for us. Is there any gift for the Friendship Day? Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you very much. I'm eagerly waiting for your gift, friendship gift. Are you ready to send? Thank you very much. Wish you the same. Wish you the same. Thank you. I need a gift, friendship gift. Is it clear my voice? मेरा आवाज अच्छा है? Yeah, sure. I will send. In your live, I will send you a gift. अभी आराम में तुम्हारे लाइव में देता हूँ. Okay, sure. So now trend changed. Now trend changed ना जी. पहले आदमी औरत को देता, अभी औरत आदमी को दे रही. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now trend changed. Actually, previous men given to women. Now women is giving back to men. So in different ways, different things are happening around the world, especially in our country. So today itself, I taught for 3 lives today itself. Yeah. Yeah, today nice. Today I taught. I took 3 lives. Today 3 lives हो गया मेरा. एक 7 कक्षा, एक 8 कक्षा, अभी 10 कक्षा. So live completed, already completed, 1 hour completed, 1 chapter I gave revision for them. So every day I am going to teach a few concepts which are already completed. So I am going to revise it. फिर teach कर रहा हूँ. अगले अगले बार पूछ रहा हूँ और रिवाइज करने की. Yeah. Okay, it is going to finish. Actually, at the end you join. Anyway, once again, happy Friendship Day to you. Thank you for being here. Have a nice day. So I will join in your live today. So at 10 कब शुरू हुआ था? 10 o'clock, 10 को 11 को. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye. See you in the next live. Thank you very much. Thank you.